with Britt Bailey.
Booyah! We're transmitting!
It's like a daily dose of adrenaline.
Hey, get up, we're going out.
What is it?
It's Britt on the road.
I think I want to hear this.
From the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo.
Oh, that's a nice combo.
Awesome road trip!
She's good. She's very good.
Fun?
It's fun.
It's where fun meets awesome. Can we start now?
Yes!
Right, we are live here, NFR I say we're live. You may not be watching this live, depending on when you watch this, but Britt on the road here for the NFR, and I am excited because we are here at Fremont Street, and I am with Shane Smith and the Saints. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Trying to keep up, man. It's been a busy year, and we're closing it out at the moment this week. So
yeah, well, and tell me a little bit about you were at the Ryman. How was that?
yeah, we were just there this past Wednesday or Thursday, I guess, and it was absolutely incredible. That show, it sold out like the day we announced it, and it was just man, I had never been there before. Like, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been to Nashville itself, but I had never I'd never gotten to go see the Ryman itself and walk inside or anything until we were sound checking that day, and I got to see it for the first time. And man, it's a magical room, and there's so much history there, and I love history. I'm just like a big sucker for all that stuff, and so it was a really special night.
Yeah. Well, and your crowd was amazing, seeing from the video, and then you guys had it restreamed and everything, so more people could even watch it from that. I bet you it was a surreal experience.
Yeah, it was incredible, and you know, we tried to make it special. It's like every night you want to, as a musician or performer or whatever, you want to make it a little different for each crowd if you can help it, you know. But anyways, that night I didn't even tell my wife or our parents or anybody, but we worked up a cover of Vince Gill's Go Rest High on That Mountain, and did like the big 4-part harmonies and stuff. Like that at the Ryman Theater was, man, it like, we thought it was going to hit pretty hard, and it did. It hit really hard, and it was just a really cool moment. So yeah,
that is amazing. And the acoustics in that.
Oh my God. Yeah. The acoustics, honestly, I think that was the best sounding room I think we might've ever played. Like, and it's, you know, I think there's like, I don't know, like 2,000, 2,600, or it's somewhere in there, capacity. And so it's a good sized room, but it's not like giant, you know, it's still intimate. And the way that it's laid out, there's like 2 rows of like a semicircle, you know, audience. And it's just the way the acoustics of that room are just like incredible. And so anyways, yeah, it sounded awesome. It was just an amazing moment. All of our families that came in for it, it was a lot. So
that's amazing. Well, and speaking of good acoustics, I see that coming up in 2024, you've got Red Rocks on the books.
Yeah, we're doing Red Rocks for we've played it now. This will be our 4th time playing it, but it's our 2nd time getting to headline it. We headlined it in May last year, and it sold out pretty quick. It was incredible, but it's one of those venues. It's a very nostalgic venue. So the first time you play it, it's kind of like a gold rush for people to see that. And so this is a big one for us because, you know, it's 10,000, I think, people, and that's a very big space for us to fill. And it's on a Tuesday night in Colorado. So, you know, I think we're at like 7,000 or something like that right now. And so it's going to be really cool. And it's still like 6 or 7 months out. So it's looking really good so far. Yeah. Get your tickets, man. And honestly, like, aside from us, like, if you haven't been to that venue before, it's just, it's, you know, you can't even explain it. You just have to see it in person, and you're just like, what is this, and who built this? And like, you know, it's incredible. So yeah.
Well, and you have a pretty incredible little thing that you are putting on. I can't even say little, your ugly Christmas sweater party. Tell me how that kind of came about.
Man, I think it was like 6 years ago was the first time we did it. And it was just like, you know, we were at a spot where we were doing, I don't know how many people, like 300 people or something like that at a show in Dallas, in one of our bigger markets. And we were like, it was around Christmas time. We were doing a show there, and we were like, let's do like a Christmas themed, or let's do ugly Christmas sweaters. And we never knew what we were doing. It was always just shooting from the hip and just sporadic. And anyways, and we just threw it out there like, let's do an ugly Christmas sweater party. And some people showed up with them. Most people didn't. And then the next year we were like, let's do it again. And then fast forward 6 years, I think this is our 7th year doing it. I'm pretty sure. And now it's, a lot of people get into it, and it's that time of year. Everybody's winding down. Everybody's like ready for a little bit of a break, a little bit of time off, and just getting around family. And for us, it's closing out a big touring year for us. And so we feel that more than anyone there, I can assure you. And so it's just an exciting time of year to be playing shows, especially back home in Texas. So, yeah.
Definitely. Well, and speaking of, we've got a lot of Texas people here for the National Finals Rodeo. What is one of your go-to spots that you have to do when you get here to Vegas and doing the NFR? Because this ain't your first rodeo.
Man, honestly, I think I love Fremont Street. I love the old downtown. I love there's this just awesome steakhouse at Circo, which is a new casino we're like right here right now. Barry's Prime. My wife and I will normally try to do like a nice date night, while we're in Vegas, and we'll go there. And they've got this just incredible rooftop. So that has become kind of a staple. And then you got the Golden Nugget is like right there. And the Golden Nugget to me is like, that's the casino, to go, and it's like $5 minimum tables and the type of stuff we like doing, anyways, and normally we have more time, and we're normally doing this with our buddies, like with Huey or somebody like that, or NFR. And this is our first time getting to do the Fremont Street, the hoedown, and so yeah, I'm excited that we're getting to do it. But we're having to we flew in this morning. We're having to fly out at like 4 a.m. or something like that, get up to the airport. So just to play in Austin tomorrow night and close out the year with those shows, the sweater shows. So yeah, but we're stoked to be back. This will be a good time.
Yeah, definitely. Now I've got one last question. Is there a question? You've been doing this for a long time. Is there a question that you have always thought that somebody was going to ask you that they never have? Is there a question that you wish you had been asked all these years?
I don't know. I'm bad with this on the fly. Like I honestly, no. I mean, we honestly, like a lot of interviewers will try to get out of the box and try to think of something just totally out there. And they'll ask about individual band members, and they'll ask about like, childhood and all the way to what you want to see in the future. So it covers a pretty big spectrum. So there's nothing really I haven't, been hit with yet so far that I can think of right now. But
well, some people are just like, sometimes when interviewers try and go so far out of the box, sometimes it's the simplest thing, that you go, gosh, I wish somebody would ask about this. I'd love to talk about that. And you're a history buff, like you said yourself. So I didn't know if anybody had ever asked you anything like that.
No. And that would be a good way to kind of like, I feel like that would be shooting from the hip, just asking a random history question, or if you know the musician or the band is into some very specific weird topic, just like,
are aliens real?
Right there, I mean, I would say yes, 100%. And that's a pretty good one right there. So.
Well, I thank you so much for taking some time with us, and especially right before your show. We're so happy to see you here. Love to see you every year, and you've got so much good stuff going on. People need to follow you, see what all you're doing. Your social media stuff, you're doing all sorts of videos. I love seeing those after your shows.
Yeah, we just hired Eric, who you guys got to meet earlier, and he's helping us with our content, and he's assistant tour managing with us, and wearing a lot of badges, but he's crushing it. And that's always been we've never really had any luck on social media or anything like that. And it's one of those things, when I was growing up, it was like, it came after I'd already kind of grown up. And so I was kind of bad at it. naturally, but we've definitely never, because of that, we've never had a ton of luck with it. But we're just trying to get out a lot more content and just let people see what we do and see what we do live, because that's really been our strong suit. And I think not many people have gotten to experience that or see that on a regular basis. So hopefully this will fix that problem and we can start churning out some really good content. So
definitely. Well, we thank you for taking a moment with us. And see, this is the best thing about being live. You just never know. Well, we can't wait to see you down the road.
Thank you so much. Yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you.
That was another On the Road exclusive with Britt Bailey.
Now that's what I call country.
On location at the National Finals Rodeo.
You guys are so much fun.
To find more rodeo news, fashion highlights, and country music and rodeo athlete interviews, visit this station's website.
Now you're talking.